In the show, 4 straight games, Ravens have allowed less than 20 points. Defensively, still not getting a ton of sack numbers. Positive ones anyway. But now the turnovers are becoming friendly, Vinny, for years, weeks. Ravens were one of the worst teams in the NFL in turnover margin. Lamar doesn't turn the ball over all that much, and now things are starting to catch up a little bit in a positive way.
Yeah, and, I think that game, Bob, you could tell the inexperience of the quarterback on the 2 interceptions. The one was just a dumb throw that he made on the first one that Starks intercepted. And then the other one, John Jefferson. Bob, you couldn't have. if you're a quarterback and it's 3rd and inches. I got John Jefferson one-on-one.
Justin Jefferson.
Or Justin Jefferson.
He was a badass, too.
Justin Jefferson, one-on-one with Marlon Humphrey, and you got the whole field. I take Jefferson all day, and he threw it late, and Jefferson fell down, and Humphrey got an easy pick.
It's Vinny Haynie, 105.7 The Fan. Victory Monday. You want to get in? You can. Let's get out to the phones. 475-883-1057 takes us to Rashawn in Baltimore. Rashawn, what's up?
Hey, good morning, Bob and Vinny.
How you doing?
Great victory, man. Big road victory. Before I get to the Ravens, though, I know, Bob, you had to talk me off the ledge Saturday, and I was talking about them Terps, man.
Yeah, you were running not hot. You were running disappointed. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah,
you're having fun. You're on a road trip. Don't let it bring you down, man.
Yeah, man. But losing the Ruckus, though, come on, 28-10, that's unacceptable. Yeah. I at least expected to go to the Odyssey at Bowl or something like that.
We're not even getting a condiment bowl this year.
Odyssey
mayonnaise,
mustard. That won't pay.
Odyssey apple, yeah. That's fantasy land.
Yeah, man. But I didn't know that was our first time actually winning in Minnesota ever. So that was something interesting that I found out yesterday. Yeah, never won there yet. So it was the first time. But,
now, they were saying all the purple. There was a lot of Ravens fans there?
Yeah, a ton. But you couldn't distinguish because everybody had damn purple on. So, everybody just blending in with each other. But as far as the game, certain days of the game, I don't know why they didn't give Keaton Mitchell more runs. He had 4 carries for 31 yards. He had that one explosive run.
Yes, he did.
And then they went back. Yeah, he went back to it. They went back to the same exact play the next play, and then they ain't get nothing. Switch it up a little bit. Go to the other side or something.
Well, how about block? Block the same way you did the first time.
Yeah, that's true. You got it. Yeah, that offensive line, man. That's another thing. We need to do something about that. I say in the draft that we move up, man, next year and draft some dogs on that offensive line because that's important, man. Stop trying to get these guys out the 6th and 7th round like the Voorhees and the Filleles and trying to make them out of, into something. So you see how that's working out, right?
Well, they got Emory Jones who's going to play eventually here.
Yeah, Emory Jones, who's bouncing around, still to be determined what position he's going to play. We think Corey Bullock maybe gets some run, but how much longer? I know you were lamenting this earlier, Vinny. Yeah. How much longer do you wait to pull the trigger on a possible move? Because I think you've made it clear that you're not a fan of Ben Cleveland.
No. And I don't think...
Not even ahead of the 2 guys that you're saying suck right now.
Well, Bob, he hadn't... when's the last time we saw him on the field?
I can't remember.
Right.
I think I was in Cleveland the last time. All right, let's get out to the phones. Let's go to Kevin in Ellicott City. Kevin, what's up?
What's going on, Vinny and Bob? How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
So for me, fellas, this game was really, and I feel like the next few games are going to kind of just be, that go down the alley and just drag them out, knuckle bleeding, fist fight in the alley, my man. And I thought we answered the bell pretty good yesterday with that, fellas. The 2 things I'd like to see us work on is those critical moment plays where we certainly could have busted the clock up a little bit better. I'd just like to see our offense be able to really get us that first down like when we need it. You know what I mean, Bob and Vinny? But
and we go back to the same thing all the time. We go back to the O-line. That's the problem. It's the O-line. That is the biggest problem that they've got right now. What's the biggest difference? Last year they were number 1 in rushing, number 1 in offense. And this year it's not clean. It's not clean. They're not knocking people off the ball. And let me just say, the difference from McCary and Voorhees, huge. Huge.
Yeah, leaps and bounds difference, Vinny, for sure, my man. And, one last thing, fellas. Does managing the clock come down to the offense as well as the coaching, or is that just the coaching? I mean, I guess for me, I'd like to see the offense look like they're a little more aware of the importance of the clock and, basically down in distance.
For instance.
Nope, he's gone.
Yeah. I just wondered what play he was. Because, Bob, you saw in the one play, which was pretty impressive, the New England guy running down the field. He looks back at the bench before he goes in and scores, like, should I get
Henderson.
a touchdown? Yeah, should I get a touchdown or lay down?
And I think Drake May was still kind of bent. Well, it goes to show you that no matter how much you score, the defense still isn't confident enough to stop the other team, which makes me insane. But then again, they don't care what I think in the NFL. Let's go to Rob at Bel Air. Rob, thanks for holding your own. Vinny Haynie and Nolan McGraw. We haven't even talked to Nolan yet. We'll get to him. What's going on?
Got to talk to Nolan.
Yes.
Nolan gives the best conversations there is, man. Nolan's the man. So is Vinny, and so are you, Bob.
Now, how can we be the man, Rob, if you're the man?
I just had to do that.
Right.
So, Vinny, how'd you like where you guys did the announcement and where you guys were at in Boston? How'd you like that place?
Oh, the Barrel House?
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. The food was good. There was a lot of people. It was the first time I'd ever been there, and it was great. You know who I met, Bob? Sean Landetta was there.
Former Towson Tiger punter.
Yep.
New York Giants Super Bowl champion.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, we always bypass that because we live in this area, and we always go to Texas Roadhouse. Maybe we'll have to go there next time.
I'd go across the street. Go to the Barrel House. Give it a shot because the food that we had was very good.
Nope, we're definitely gonna have to try that. So no doubt. So on the 3rd and 4 play, well, I guess that's what Kevin was trying to talk about, which I was calling about. I would have been just happy if Lamar would have just went down or something like that, because my heart started beating.
Let the clock just keep running with 1:55?
Yeah, or you guys have talked about it before, and I don't know if I thought maybe putting Keaton Mitchell and Henry in the backfield, maybe to throw everything off, maybe it would have got the 4 yards and we wouldn't have had to breathe heavy. But there was also that play, I want to ask you guys, when Roquan got the pass interference call.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that. The reason why I didn't. I thought, was it because they were on the Vikings side and they were screaming and yelling and doing everything else to the referees? Usually sometimes we'll say there is no flag for pass interference. I had a bad feeling they were just going to, give him the pass interference call. That's how this game was. I don't know how you play defense in the NFL. I just don't, because every play that's a long bomb and somebody goes up for it, I'm always expecting the flag. And when it doesn't happen, you almost like go, oh, they didn't throw a flag, because if you look at the replays of all the plays, everybody's hand fighting all the way down.
Well, the one with the Awuzie and Jefferson down the left side, the guy running Rob. With them didn't throw the flag. It was another official threw the flag when Jefferson started bitching and complaining.
Yeah, over-officious perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe he assumed that his colleague was going to throw the flag.
I thought the ball had to be catchable, too. The Roquan one, that was out of bounds and wasn't even close.
Yeah, I think it hit a Viking, real Viking. We'll come back, take more of your phone calls, 410-583-1057. We will say hi to Nolan McGraw. You can join us through News from the Nest, which is coming up at noon. We got Buy or Sell 12:15. AJ Gerst, Box 45, get his thoughts on the Ravens winners of 3 in a row. And we will get to the AFC North report, because 2 teams lost that play. The Ravens were the only team in the division that won. Well, Cincinnati was on bye. We'll get to our picks. How did that go? We got a game coming up tonight. Jeffrey Chadilla, NFL.com. What the hell happened to Buffalo in Miami yesterday?